Okay. What do you all do? What else do you guys do in Coolclaw? Yeah.
Poe probably actually goes to take a rest now.
Okay.
Well, he kind of did over the night, actually.
You
in
didn't
the
really
armory.
rest.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I don't
You guys
know.
you guys could always go anywhere. B, you can always use your lore thing, Orson, if you're looking for other kind of goings on in the current woodland. You can also talk to Lord Scowl, as he said, in a day, or we could fast forward a day or so and get you guys the jobs he would have to do.
Yeah, we can do that. Talk to Lord Scowl again.
Okay. Another day passes or so. You guys kind of just take it easy for a day, enjoying the comforts of Coolclaw. The soldiers know you here and, kind of think of you somewhat fondly. And you have Rufus and Tomans. But after a day or so, a day of rest, you guys end up heading back to Lord Skull's Manor. And he greets you, the soldiers take you right up. He says, welcome back.
I stab him with the Nira vortex.
Yeah!
Never saw it coming.
You're when they least expect it.
Lannister send their regards.
Leonard sends his regards.
He's in the room. No, I don't. This is not my head.
Shaking his head. Welcome back. I assume you're here for more work. Anything else?
We were thinking we might take you up on the hospitality offer as a prepayment for the next job, maybe.
Roll a charm check.
This is kind of not the way I wanted to approach this, but let's go for it. 7.
7 is it's mixed, and you guys can't turn it into anything better with all of you. So, down payment. That is not what I do here. I will tell you what. If you do at least one more, I can do that as an upfront payment for the next job, but I will ask for a contract that you remain as a retainer to the Marquis de Cat for at least a period of 2 months.
I think we can make that work. What do you think, Jack?
I just stare at Poe.
I take your beak and I move it back towards me. What do you think, Jack?
Jack, I'm right here.
Well, I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too.
I have to check something first.
No, I don't.
I slowly go back to Poe.
I take Post out and face it towards the door.
I have to
We're just,
turn around a
we're just
little
touching each other's faces.
What is happening?
Can I get back to
Turns
you
into a
later?
Three Stooges skit where we're all slapping each other.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
just no slapping. It's just
You are welcome to
snout turning. Snout
well-
and beak turning.
You are welcome to take some time to think about it. I can still offer you the jobs, and you can think about that as well. I can still offer it to you without you having the
I'll
prepayment.
have an answer for you today. I just need to check my mail really quick, but you can tell us what it is.
Sure, there are a few different opportunities here. There is still, as before, the front lines. There is a battle broken out in about the center of the woodlands with Marquis and Eerie that has been going on for many weeks now. If you could find your way there and find some way to calm that conflict, that would be beneficial for us. Another opportunity is in the north. There is an Eerie castle. If you could get in, they have a foothold there. If you could get in and destabilize their reign, that is something else we would be.
What's the name of the commander of that outpost?
We don't have that intel.
There's some tough missions. I thought missions were supposed to get easier over the
And the last one might be
You gotta talk to a little girl about flowers.
about candy.
About candy, yeah.
The 6 deaths later.
In the about as northwest as you can go in this clearing. There is to be a political marriage between a marquis and a member of the duchy. In terms of alliance,
What's the duchy again, really quick?
that is the
Moles.
underground mole.
Mole people.
We're well liked with the mole.
Well, so far there's a clear litter of what we want to do.
Do we want to
Go
put
on!
a matchmaker
Go on!
between a mole and a cat? Yeah, of
we-
course we do. As long as the cat's name is Cat Thew Meowcanahay.
No, actually, it is the marquis that is getting married. Her name is Persephone.
Yeah, we're doing. I mean, there's no question about it.
Marrying Cleopatra.
What's a mole name?
But we need-
Mudtree.
Mudtree.
We need to make sure that this marriage goes well. There are no disturbances or attacks, so we can strengthen our position here. So we would need someone as a someone as that was good. Yes, that's very good, Jason.
Jason typed Alfred Molina.
Flawless.
I didn't want to interrupt the story anymore.
That's
but
Too
nuts.
bad.
That's
Too bad it was too good.
But someone we need some people there to
The guy who plays Doc Ock, by the way.
Yeah.
if you didn't know that.
to make sure everything goes smoothly, to make sure there are no, if an attack happens, everything's fine, just to ensure the marriage goes through.
Are you related to?
Persephone? No, I'm not.
Do you know who is she related to? Who's she related to that makes this advantageous for the?
She is a cousin of the Marquis de Sade, who is
Oh.
who is in that the Marquis de Sade is the ruler of the Marquis de Cat.
Ooh.
Okay, well,
A royal wedding it is.
royal. That sounds
A
pretty
royal-
good. I might even just say fuck whatever's in the mail. I want to see a mole.
And I want to hear their mole accent because Red
Yeah.
Wall established.
Yeah,
that
they have to be
weird accents.
like really complicated red wall accents.
All right. Well, you can take some time to think about if you want to be in retainer afterward, or I can, like I said before, give you a little bit of property. If you decide to be on retainer and take this job.
I think we all decided the answer to that one. And I
We're
look
on
at
to the
both of
front
you.
lines, boys.
No!
Pick up your swords.
We want Lumpy! We want Lumpy in the wagon!
No,
Oh.
we could pay him for this mission.
Could you make the wagon better so that it's sleepable?
Yeah,
I could-
well, that's the thing. The wagon isn't just the wagon that Lumpy uses. It's like a covered wagon that we can sleep in.
Yeah, I want it to be like
a
our
house, a
portable
mobile
house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean
Horrible house.
if that's what you're looking for, I could probably arrange something of that sort as a prepayment. Yes, that's
And,
not
if-
not what I have in mind for property, but yeah,
Call it
absolutely.
Howl's Moving Castle.
It's an RV!
I can have
I
can
don't
have
get it.
something-
What'd you just say?
It's an RV.
Just an arm.
I mean, it
I
is.
This isn't a pun.
I can I can have something, a basic covered wagon ready for you on the morrow. Lumpy was it? Yes, he is yours.
She, but yeah.
Get a sound effect.
I just made that. You know what? You gotta. We didn't check under the carriage. You know what I mean? We probably should have asked. It would have been less rude to not ask.
All right. Is there anything else?
We want.
That'll be all, Doc.
We want to chat.
I will have tomorrow the wagon will be ready, and I will have the contracts drawn up for the retainership.
Fantastic. Put her there, Lord, or up bow to Lord Skull. Sorry, we don't shake hands.
Oh, he shakes your hands.
He
He's
shakes
shakes it
my.
before.
It's weird because Poe actually does shake his hand.
Yeah.
Nature is healing.
Mm.
You all shake hands, and
And then I stab him.
Wait, we don't know where Leonard went, do we?
I don't think
you
it
can ask.
matters. Guys, he was
Or-
payment.
He's locked up in the
It
stocks.
doesn't matter what Leonard is.
What happened to Leonard?
Where's Leonard?
Oh, yes, Leonard. He is.
Hanged at noon.
Oh, he went home early. You just
He went
missed
to the
him.
farm. All the other animals.
He's decided to stay here for just a couple nights to get his bearings, enjoy the amenities of Hoopla, and then I will send him and a small contingent of soldiers back to Trader's Glen to ensure that everything goes well with our newly established trader. I mean, he has a contract signed on his desk, and you see both his name and Leonard's signatures on it.
You see
In
a
blood.
cat paw. See a cat paw and a duck foot.
Roll. No, I don't. No, you're fine. Everyone's fine.
Roll initiative. What?
Actually, no. I think Orson would probably look at it to some extent. So roll a.
I am nosy.
Yeah, roll cunning, Orson.
I got a 10.
What would you figure someone? Oh, what are you trying to figure out, Jack? Before we.
Just to see if there was something off about the way he said that.
Let's go to Orson first, and then Jack and Orpe, take off your headphones for a second.
Oh my god. Don't do this.
Orson, Orson, you're dead. You've been dead for 5 episodes.
You're just some ghost.
What you see on the contract is that you were the main one handling negotiations. Whereas before, it definitely. Jesus Christ. Whereas before, when you were on Trader's Glen, it seemed like the agreement was pretty heavily in the Riverfolk's favor. Now it's much more even, or maybe slightly in the Cat's favor. It is not the agreement you guys established.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, but that is something to take note of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can put your headphones back on, everyone. Jack, if you want to roll, figure someone out, you can roll that if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay, roll it.
9.
I think you get one question, I believe, if memory serves.
Yeah.
They're right above that.
I put it in the thing.
Yeah.
What do you want to ask?
We'll do what does Lord Skull wish I'd do?
I think you get the impression, I mean, it's not going to be super new information. I think you get the impression that you've now completed 2 successful missions back to back. He definitely, and he's being very generous with like offering you guys things even ahead of time. I think the impression that he wants to keep you all around, especially now that he's giving you contracts to become retainers. He wants you to do work for him and continue to do good work for him. Even if the last one didn't go exactly as planned, you guys managed to solve it in a decent way. So I think what he wants from you is you and the rest of your friends to continue working for him.
Okay. He does want us to continue to succeed. Is what
Yes.
I was really.
Yes.
Okay.
He wants you to continue to succeed because you succeeding is currently him succeeding. I think that's the impression you get. Yes, it's not that he cares. I mean, he doesn't dislike you by any means, but he's concerned about himself, and you are a good tool for him to better himself.
Okay.
Poe.
Yeah, I want to be like everybody. Well, I want to do it like everybody leaves the room, and then I
Okay.
just kind of trail behind and ask him a question. So
Sure.
I'll wait until we all decide to leave.
Okay. Is there anything else you all need?
No,
I think we're all good. Lord, Scowl.
Right. I'll have the contracts and wagon ready for you tomorrow.
Do we get to choose the color of the wagon?
I don't have many artisans in my employ. It will be pretty standard. If you want to customize it yourself, you're all more than welcome to.
Okay.
I can probably provide a little paint, but I don't have.
Yeah, hands.
Everyone stares at their hands for 5 full minutes.
I hate looking at them. I hate
Okay.
looking at 'em.
Orson and Jack, do you leave while Poe does something?
Yes.
yeah, I'll head out.
Okay, I want another private moment. Sorry, guys. Take your headphones off. It's how you two.
Yeah. Super private.
Just gonna GM this whole part by myself.
Poe has 60 gold and unlimited life.
I kill God. As everybody's leaving, they all like walk ahead first, and then Poe kind of stops, and he kind of turns to Lord Skull, and he's like, "I gotta ask you a question."
Sure, of course.
What? how do you rule? How do you view the people that you rule?
Roll charm.
Ooh, so 6.
That's a miss.
Crap.
He pauses for a second and says, I think you see his eyes just for a split second, like kind of narrow, trying to figure you out. And then says, I know I'm in a position of power here, and one I was placed in for my good work, in my military prowess. But I am here to help stabilize a land that was incredibly unstable after the civil war of the Ur dynasty. I think if I was not here, if the Marquis de Cat was not expanding, I think this place would be in chaos or taken over by someone else. My position here is to hold the land from my motherland and to make sure those inside are spared from harm.
Can I roll to figure someone out?
Sure.
11, I guess?
Yeah, that's very good. You roll there, ask questions.
Yeah, figure someone out. Let's see.
Get 3.
I get 3 of them? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, the first one, I guess, is he telling the truth?
I would say that it seems like he is telling the truth to some extent. It might not be the whole truth or like the definitive truth, but it's definitely a version of the truth, is what I would say.
It's not an outright lie.
No, it's not an outright lie.
Like, but
There's truth to his statement, but it might not be the whole truth or the whole statement.
I guess the second one I'll ask is, what is he feeling about that statement? Like,
What is he
I guess
really-
specifically when he's talking about the people he rules, what does he kind of sound like he's feeling?
I think. What is your character really feeling? I think what you would think from that is that you get the impression that his. And you've seen it, I think you've seen it before in bits and pieces, is that while the truth is probably that he does want this place safe, his focus is more on the Marquis soldiers that are here than the citizens of this town.
Yeah.
He would, like, if push came to shove, those are the people he is here to keep safe. He would protect his soldiers over. He would never sacrifice his own soldiers for the woodland, or for the denizens' lives.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of the vibe I got from him, too.
Yeah.
Basically 90% good, but still out for his country over his people.
Correct.
I don't think I need a third. In all honesty, that kind of told me everything I kind of
Okay.
wanted to know. Poe, like, he kind of goes like, okay, just, we're people, okay? We live, like, everybody here is people. Mala runs the bar, and Rufus is her husband, and there's that lovely mouse couple I talked to. And just, these are the, what was the name of the blacksmith?
Tomans.
Toman. Toman is a fantastic blacksmith, and you have the people who work in the mines. Just remember at the end of the day that they're people too, okay?
I agree that they are people. They are people in a tumultuous time.
Yeah, and they're people, and they look to you. So just remember that.
I think you look slightly shocked when you say that and says, I certainly hope so.
Yeah, just remember that, okay?
Roll a charm.
Yeah, 6 + 6 + 2.
Jesus Christ.
14.
He looks like his demeanor changes when you say that. He looks very pleased and kind of like, and then gets lost in thought and begins like walking over to his chair and kind of like nods and begins, oh, thank you. Huh.
We're all just people trying to live. Just make it the best you can, okay? And then Poe just kind of walks out.
And yeah, he's like not even paying attention. He's like sitting off thinking about his own things now. Okay. Headphones back on.
So you rolling real well over there.
I did. I got a fucking 14.
Okay. You are now all outside of Scowl's Manor. What do y'all do?
We high five.
What time is it?
It's you spent the day doing the mask. It's nighttime now for sure. It's probably like 8 o'clock.
I think Poe, because he didn't sleep well last night because he was out so long, goes back to the inn, but he checks the mail first.
There is not anything yet.
Okay, looks like I'm going to a wedding. He like says as he just like shuts the thing.
Okay, Orson and Jack, do you do anything before the end of the night or before the thing's over?
I want to ask Poe what took him so long.
Tell us everything you just did, so the audience has to hear it twice.
I just wanted to make sure Lord Scowl knew what he was doing. That's all. And that's all Poe gives you. Like, he sounds very sincere and like kind of like almost sad. And then he just kind of walks inside the bar and goes to bed.
Yeah. You all so your money carries over. They like you here, so you heal 1 exhaustion if you sleep in the basement, or 2 exhaustion if you're sleeping in a bed. Yeah.
Wait, do we have a house now?
No, you are getting a wagon, but the wagon was not going to be delivered till tomorrow. The wagon is what you all decided on. Okay. And you are going north. Actually, everyone roll a d6, or everyone roll 1d6.
1d6. I'll just roll it here.
Could be anywhere, it doesn't matter.
I got a 3.
I got a 2.
Got a 6.
You got a 6, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
We should probably buy nice clothes, huh, Jack?
You have this dream, but you all kind of, it is a memory you all have, but Orson is having a dream. You dream about a time when you, in your early days as a vagabond group, since you don't refuse to come up with a name for yourselves.
Critical role.
No.
No.
Jesus Christ, no.
But dude, we're gonna get sued.
You remember, so you were told by Lord Scowl to head northwest for this wedding. And you recall a time, probably years ago, that it was probably right after you and Jack left the Erie, or no, Jack, were you ever in the Erie?
No.
Okay, well, right after Orson, after you left the Erie, you and Jack met up, and then Poe probably joined up right afterward. You were in that same vicinity, probably more north center than north directly west. But you remember, as you all were trying to get jobs together, you found something in the forest. You discovered and explored a valuable rune that will be drawn on the map and sent to you all. I want you to describe an aspect of this rune.
A rune?
A rune in the forest.
Is it like a stone with a symbol on it?
No, like ruins, like
a ruin. Okay.
Yeah.
We found, and I'm sorry, we found it because I thought I was talking about a stone for a second.
No, you found it in the forest. In the northern part of the forest.
And it's just a special kind of ruin, and
you found it. So just describe, what it looked like.
It was not much on the surface, but it had stairs that led down into a deep, dark stone basement that was hard to see into, and we can only see.
And there were 5 skeletons.
Yes, this.
And a painting. Yeah. So it was mainly an underground thing.
Okay. Okay, that's enough for you. So, what you find, when you guys went down in this faction, it was underground, but what seemed odd about it is that it was actually, like, you found evidence that it was a very old Erie hideout back from the Civil War. There was the
American Civil War?
The American Civil War with real human beings.
The human Civil War.
And you found some interesting weaponry there, and some supplies, some gold, and things of that. Now, all 3 of you can have to decide this together of what happened. Did you share information? This is back then. Did you share information about the rune with a faction, which would make you get prestige in that faction? Did you sell everything you found there to gain 3? Everyone would gain 1 gold. Or did you find a special artifact? You all have to decide right now as a team what happened.
I want to say we probably sold everything that we found there.
Yeah,
because we are vagabonds, and that is the most vagabond option of the 3.
And if we were just starting out too, we need.
Yeah, I'd agree with selling.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I want that special item.
A burning sword with a child laying before it. This is Xenoblade now.
Orson, you kind of remember that is going to be where you guys are headed next, and you all have 1 extra roll now. That was something I was supposed to do at the beginning of the game, and I didn't because I didn't find that roll. You all rolled for a piece of this. Tom, what you rolled for was discovering the rune. Dave, you rolled for the fact that it belonged to the Eyrie, and Jason, you rolled for where it is on the map. That was why you each rolled the D6 earlier.
Do I get my mask before? Oh, we'll continue, I guess.
No, so that is how we end the evening with you all. Orson kind of like dreams about this a little bit as he's stirring in his bed. You all gain the extra gold that you should have had. And we fade to black on this scene. And we fade in on a different scene. We see a very fancy room with racks and racks of clothing. We see a small pedestal and several mirrors around it. And we see a naked mole rat getting measured for new clothes.
For a wedding?
Maybe.
Disguised as a mole.
Wedding. He's getting married in place of it's the old wedding switcheroo. We gotta switch the groom. The bride will never know.
That is the end of tonight's Root and the end of Where Loyalties Lie.
My name is Dave. I played Oppo, or Poe. You got me saying it now. And I was the possum. What is my class? Is it Vagrant?
Vagrant.
Yeah, okay. I keep thinking that's what we all are, but we're vagabonds.
Yeah, it's close.
And my favorite moment of the entire chapter was definitely my big moment on the boat, for sure. Because that kicked so much ass. And was a really cool moment and everything like that. You can find us. I'm basically the guy who runs the Mythos Mystery Society stuff. So you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Twitter at Mythos Mystery on Twitter. But it's Mythos Mystery Society everywhere else. And yeah, with that, I'll toss it over to Jack.
Thanks. Jason, I played Jackdaw, the Crow Tinkerer. You can find me on social medias and Twitch as Tekudler. I'm currently playing through Cult of the Lamb. My favorite moment through the chapter is probably repurposing my invention to launch Orson to save Pup. And Tom.
I'm Tom. You can find me on all things as T.A. Bruno Author. And my favorite moment. And I play Orson, the Owl Chronicler. My favorite moment. I liked a lot of this. It's hard to pick one from like the whole chapter.
You do for tonight if it's comfortable, whatever works.
I did like one of the first things we did was like fix the cart and everything, like get around fighting in that first episode. That kind of set the tone for the whole thing. I like that bit. So I'll hand it off to the keeper.
I'm Ty. Find me on Twitter. Find me here. My favorite moments our favorite moment, I guess, of chapter 2 would be there's a lot of good ones. I liked the boat scene was very fun, seeing how everyone responded to chaos and tried to do things and seeing how it turned out. It was interesting that it was one bad roll. If someone else rolled a failure instead of a success, I think it was Jason. If Jason rolled a failure, the Blades Breeze would have left without you guys, and that would have been a totally different story. Should have been interesting. Oh, you guys got out.
Up river without a paddle with Leonard.
Yeah. Yep. If you would have made it out and survived, Gatlinner with you. Yeah.
Bitching the whole time.
Yeah, I think love it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And with that, we are the Mythos Mystery Society, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies! Move,
I hate
bitch!
to have it done.
Move, bitch!
I hate to have it done.